Good morning. As you can tell, I am not there today. I'm at home sick. Today, I will be giving you our whole group lesson through a recorded session today. So let us begin. Let me say, I hope you guys are on your very, very best behavior for whoever might be in the room because I will be checking. So let's get started. Our reading goals for this week are I can read and spell words with spelling patterns of long A. I can read, identify, and use adjectives in my writing. I can read second grade stories accurately and fluently to support my comprehension. Let's get started with our sight words. We're going to see it, say it with Miss Dopes, okay? So I'm going to say it first and then you repeat it, okay? Afraid. What's the word? Always. What's the word? Another. What's the word? Great. What's the word? Past. What's the word? Really. What's the word? Says. What's the word? Stay. What's the word? Try. What's the word? Which. What's the word? Good job. All right, so our long A spelling patterns. It says vowels can stand for both short and long sounds. And this week we're going to be reading words with the long A spelling patterns written several different ways. So let's take a look at them. Our spelling patterns for long A this week are AY teamed up together to say the A sound, long A. AI teamed up together, which also makes the long A sound. So here are some words to read with Miss Dopes. Ray, day, may, rain, tail, bait. Okay, let's read some more. Read them with me. Ready? Go. Aid, may, bait, pale, play, came, chain, main, tame, rail, tray, late. Good job. All right, also for us this week, we're talking about adjectives. Adjectives are nothing more than describing words. Look at the sentence. Get the big book off the table. The word big describes the book. Adjectives can tell which one, what kind, or how many. In this case, the word big tells us what kind of book. We're going to be working more with adjectives as we go along this week. This week, remember, our essential question is what can we learn from the characters in stories? We are switching from fairy tales to fables this week. What are fables? Fables are short stories. Fables are not true, they're fiction. Fables usually have characters that talk, especially animal characters that talk. And there are usually 2 or 3 characters in one fable. Fables are known to have morals. A moral is the lesson learned in the story. Fables have a moral or lesson at the end of the story. So after you read it, you ask yourself, what did I learn from this story? So today I'm going to share with you a famous fable you may know already called The Tortoise and the Hare. Here it goes. There once was a speedy hare who bragged about how fast he could run. Tiring of hearing him boast, slow and steady, the tortoise challenged him to a race. All the animals in the forest gathered to watch. Hare ran down the road for a while and then paused to rest. He looked back at the slow and steady and cried out, "How do you expect to win this race when you are walking along at your slow, slow pace?" Hare stretched himself out alongside the road and he fell asleep thinking, there is plenty of time to relax. Slow and steady walked and walked. Slow and steady as a tortoise. He never ever stopped until he came to the finish line. The animals who were watching cheered so loudly for the tortoise, they woke up Hare. Remember, he was sleeping. Hare stretched and yawned and began to run again. But it was too late. Tortoise was over the finish line. After that, Hare always reminded himself, Don't brag about your lightning pace, for slow and steady won the race. So now, what do you think the moral of that story is? Or can you ask yourself, what lesson did I learn? Today, I'm going to be zip about it. Tomorrow, we'll come back and we'll talk about the moral of that story and the lesson that we learned. Your independent activities today. Here is what I need you to make sure that you are trying your best on for whoever is in the room with you, okay? Today, all of your activities are in Schoology, okay? So everybody today, Group 1, Group 2, and Group 3 are going to Schoology for your independent activities. If you are in Group 1, then Group 1 can only help Group 1. If you are in Group 2, then somebody from Group 2 can only help someone in Group 2. Now, Group 3, you must raise your hand and ask for assistance from the teacher in the room, okay? Group 1 and Group 2, if someone in your group needs help, make sure your masks are up on your face before you help, okay? If the teacher says no getting up out of your seat, then you must follow her rules, okay? So for your assignments today, everybody goes to Schoology. Everybody clicks on the purple folder. Click on the purple folder again, and then you must select your group. Okay, so it says Group 1, it says Group 2, it says Group 3. And then inside that folder, you will find your assignment. This should not be hard. We've always done Schoology assignments, so get started on them, complete it, submit it, and I will be checking on them from home. So don't just think you can do anything and submit it. I want your best. If it's not your best, then we're going to talk about it tomorrow. Okay? So I'm going to leave you guys to do your independent activities. After you are done, remember to choose what you're going to do and choose it quietly. Choose what you're going to do next and do it quietly. The teacher will tell you when it is time to clean up from our independent activities. I'm not there, so we can't move on to talk about our Christmas traditions and Christmas around the world. But I left your teacher some activities that you may do in my absence, okay? Hope you guys have a great day.